Okay, so this is a long-awaited video. We've been getting comments on Instagram, YouTube, every single platform we have.
Everywhere.
We've been getting, do Warrior sticks, feature Warrior, where's Warrior? Well, here you go. We have Warrior's brand new QR6 Pro, and we're putting it up against the QR5 Pro from last year, seeing if the new one's better than the old. Pretty common HT video. Much loved.
Yeah, man, let's get it. Now, I couldn't let Tommy get all the FaceTime. I had to jump in the video. He takes a look at the stick's performance on the ice. I like to look at the specs and how it's changed from the previous generation. What's new in construction when we look at the QR5 Pro against the QR6 Pro. Now, there's a couple of key pieces of technology, and I know sometimes a lot of players will sit there and say the tech means nothing, the on-ice performance is what we need, but it's always important to see what's changed in the stick's construction, what the manufacturer claims, to figure out if these tech changes that they've made to the stick actually impact the performance on the ice. So let's get into it. First one is going to be weight. The QR5 Pro came in at 380 grams, whereas the QR6 Pro comes in at 350 grams. Big difference in weight there that Warrior have been able to retain, and that's with their cold molding process, which means less material in the stick, less resin, but this doesn't compromise on the stick's durability, its balance, and its performance. Now from there, it's going to be the taper of this brand new QR6. The previous generation QR5 featured Warrior's dagger taper. This taper had a much softer, thinner construction as you look towards the bottom of the stick's shaft. Now, while this was great for feel, this wasn't great for torsional stiffness or accuracy, in other words. Now, the new taper, edge taper, has a 6-sided taper as you go towards the bottom of the stick's shaft, and what this does is add torsional stiffness to improve on the stick's accuracy. Now, that's a big one. We'll see if the QR5 is essentially less accurate than the QR6 based on this new stick construction. Another new upgrade is going to be Warrior's edge blade featured in the blade of the stick. Now, this is essentially where the blade of the stick features a hard edge to better engage the stick by creating more friction on the ice to allow you to better load the stick during shooting. Now, when you look at a hockey stick blade straight on, the bottoms of those stick blades are normally rounded from the forehand to the backhand. What Warrior have done is essentially created a flatter edge to help you kind of generate more friction while you're shooting to better engage the blade, and what that's meant to result in is better loading of the stick during your shot. Now we'll see if that comes into play when we put these two sticks on the ice and see if there's a difference in how they shoot and how they perform. Last tech upgrade in the QR6 Pro versus the QR5 Pro is going to be Warrior's fuel core blade with 25K weave. Now this features a much damper construction of the stick blade than you would expect in a stick at this price point. Reason for that is to improve the feel of the stick. Now, this is something that I feel has made a huge difference, but of course that's my opinion. Let's see if Tommy can essentially back that up with what he feels on the ice, because Tommy doesn't know any of the specs of these sticks. He has no idea what's changed from a tech perspective. He purely goes off of what he's been feeling using these two sticks for the better part of the last 3 to 4 weeks. So let's see if this new blade has a big difference. Now, in addition to the blade being much damper than what you'd expect at this price point, it also features a rib that runs the entire length of the stick blade. Very solid rib that runs the entire length. All of these features come together to essentially aid the stick in having a longer performance life. Now, this is something that a lot of manufacturers claim, and we'll figure out if this is true when we catch up with this QR6 Pro and take a look at reviewing it in about 3 months' time, when we've had a good chance of essentially being able to punish the stick. But let's jump into the video and see what Tommy can feel versus what's changed from a tech perspective. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, thumbs up if you like these videos, and comment down below and let us know what you want us to VS the QR6 Pro against next.
So we started off with the newer QR6 Pro.
You've had it for quite a while.
I've had it for a couple of weeks. I think I've had it about 3 weeks now. And I am very, very impressed. It is a really nice stick. It's got a great feel for the puck and a great grip and all, which is always hard to find, especially playing all the time, you know, training 2-3 times a week, playing every weekend. Your gloves get sweaty, they get worn, so it becomes hard to grip your stick. I have had no problems with this, and my gloves have taken a beating. Not so much these new ones that Warrior sent me, but the ones I've normally been using, they've been taking quite a beating. So it's got a great grip, a great feel. It is a great release, quick shot. Get a shot off quick, catch goalie off guard. It is great for that. I don't think it's so much a slap shot stick. I think the slap shots were quite hard. I think you can see that in the clips from the 1Ts. It's not so much a 1T slap shot type stick. I think it's more of a quick release, get the puck off quick stick, and you can definitely tell as soon as you get it in your hands, that's what it's there for. Backhands, always lovely, you know, especially with a P28 shovel. Can't go wrong. All in all, an absolutely lovely stick. It's been worth the wait, that's for sure. So Chris has just asked me what the balance was like, whether it was blade heavy. No, it's a great stick. It's almost like you don't know it's there, but you do. Do you know what I mean? It's just really comfortable to use. It's got a great feel, like I said. So stick handling is almost effortless.
What's the weight like?
It's what you'd expect from a top of the range stick.
Doesn't feel too light?
No. And obviously we know from past videos I don't like sticks that are too light because I feel like I'm just waving my hands around. But no, this has a great weight, great feel. It's an all-round very, very nice stick, and it has definitely been worth the wait.
So pretty much good at every type of shot except the one-timers and slap shots?
Yes, I don't think it's a D-man stick, for instance.
Or just somebody that likes to take big wind-up shots?
Yeah, all that.
That's fair. I mean, it being a low-kick stick, it completely makes sense.
It's understandable, but it's definitely been worth the wait. I've loved using this stick, and I'm consider using it
That's not what you said in the locker room. Come on, dude.
I said I was considering it.
Your 3 most hyped sticks at the minute, I don't want you to name what they are, but I want you to tell me where, honestly, where does that stick sit?
At the moment, it's top. I'm like, it's like there. There's only one other stick that's close to it, and it's resting on the gloves on the ice.
Are you serious?
Genuinely.
Blood. So maybe this is why people wanted us to do Warrior so bad.
Maybe.
That's high praise. Okay, so that's
if we then move on to last year's QR5 Pro, we did feature this in a video a long time ago. It was, I think we'd done it at this rink and all, to be honest. So it was a couple of years ago. And I liked it. It's a great stick, got a great feel, same as the QR6 Pro, but I felt like this was a little bit more whippy. I felt like it just sort of flew off the bottom of the stick, which is absolutely amazing for me. You know, I'm not a tall guy, so if I have to cut a stick down, normally they're not that whippy. That is not the case with this one. It flies off the bottom of it. I think that also comes into play with one-timers and slap shots again. I think this just might be a bit too whippy for that, but I've always said I'm not much of a slap shot guy. I don't have much time on the puck as it is, so when I get it, I want to release it as fast as I can and get it on net.
And also, what's the feel and the weight of that stick like as well?
Once again, I think it's absolutely amazing for feel. You don't have to look down and make sure the puck's there. You know it's there because you can just feel it on the end of the stick. And obviously, with today's game, you don't want to look down because you look down and you get hit. And being 5'4", I get hit, I get leveled. So I don't look down much very often.
You probably should have said your height.
My height, I don't mind. Elite prospects, I'm 5'9", that's all that matters. I'm 5'9".
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Don't know where they got that information, but I'll take it.
Fair play. So again, where does this stick rank amongst the sticks that you're most hyping and frothing over at the mouth right now for?
So I'm going to be honest, normally I like to go into a season with like 4 sticks.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, in the past I break a lot of sticks. I think these 2 sticks are 100% going to be in those 4, possibly in the top 2.
Fair play. So if you had to decide which one of these sticks is the better performing stick, and of course why? Oh, before we even forget, accuracy. What was accuracy like with these sticks?
I think it was easier for me to hit the net with a QR6 Pro.
I think you could see that in the videos.
Yeah, I think you could, which I honestly don't think had anything to do with the release. Mm-hmm. I think the QR6 just had a little bit of a better feel for the puck.
Okay.
Which, for that reason, it is probably going to be my #1 stick this season.
Oh wow, he's just gone ahead and said it.
I am really looking forward to spending some time with this stick and hopefully scoring some goals with it. Did have a very good season last year, so hopefully this can help me get out of my drought.
So what would you say the margin is between these 2 sticks? The QR... What would you say the margin is between the two sticks? The QR6 Pro versus the QR5 Pro. Is there a big enough difference between them to warrant the new one?
In feel, absolutely.
Yeah?
It's a lot better of a feel. This has great feel, but the QR6 is just like, wow.
So if you're spending your money, which one are you going for?
If I'm spending my money, it's going with the QR6 Pro. But I would also be very, very happy with the QR5 Pro.
Fair.
Both very, very nice sticks. Warrior, fair play. I am...
Sound like you're a convert.
I'm kind of gutted we didn't listen to the comments earlier.
Oh, wow.
Because this is...
You couldn't find them, though. Just for reference, these have come from Warrior directly in North America.
It's hard to get my curve, because I think in Warrior, most of them use the W03.
Yeah.
Which is Warrior's, like, CCM's P28, not P28, sorry.
P92.
Yeah, P92, P29, the standard most used curve. Whereas the W28 is
harder to find.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you have them. So feedback is the newer one is the better one.
The newer one is the better one, but do not count out the older one.
Okay.
Both very nice sticks. Warrior, I am very impressed.
I still can't believe you ranked it top. We're going to have to do another stick ranking, aren't we?
I think we might have to.
Okay.
Might have to. I'm very impressed.